Hola, ¿cómo están?
Hello. How are you, my darling?
Muy bien, ¿y tú? Hola, ¿cómo están todos los que nos ven?
Vamos a
Espero que
hablar
muy
inglés o en
bien.
español.
English, of course. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us here at
Hi.
this new Taco Tuesday. Hola, Bri. How are you today?
So, I am enjoying my pool. Have I shown it to you?
Oh,
It's not a
I'm
filter.
enjoying. I'm enjoying my beer. Salud.
I'm not drinking beers. I'm drinking water.
Well, it's Taco Tuesday, so tacos go along with beer every once in a while.
I know, but I didn't get the time to get my beer.
So today we got a great guest, someone that I really, really love with all my heart. I call her my daughter because she's my daughter in the industry. So we know each other many, many years ago, and we just the first time we met, it was just love at first sight. We won so well. Then every since then we had a great friendship. So
Yeah.
you would like to make the introduction for our guest, Brie?
Sure. Actually, I just met her like in GammaCon. And it was so cool to connect with her because she's so nice and so fun. When you told me about her, I went like, yeah, right. It's gonna be super good. But no, she was like, she is really and talented. So
She's
she
so
is,
cool because she got it from me, of course. You know, she's my daughter.
of course, yes. So she is Jessie Cano from the Dreamerians, and she's gonna be cooking tacos for us today while we talk about Mexican video games. Shall we clap?
Yay!
Hey
Hola!
guys, how you doing
Hi,
today?
how are
That
Oh,
was
you?
a lovely introduction. Thank you very much.
oh,
It's
you're in
because
your
we love you.
kitchen.
Okay, how you doing?
Good,
We are
good.
trying to
Happy to
get
have you here
drunk
with us.
Get
with
drunk today?
alcohol
I
and
mean,
water. Not for
I
me.
just have a coke with me today,
I
so
have water.
no, I'm not drunk, Jesse.
No, it's not Friday yet.
It's just Tuesday.
Leng.
Yeah. Oh, good. I mean, since I returned from GammaCon, I've been really tired because it was so much fun at GammaCon. But I'm good. I'm ready to prepare some tacos for you today. So,
Did you enjoy the wine route after GammaCon? Well, it's like technically
yes.
part of GammaCon, but that's the
Yeah, we're
VIP
promoting
entertainment part.
GammaCon.
It was amazing, to be honest. Like the sightings of the valley and the wine is really amazing, but also the company and getting together with the guys from the industry is also really, really cool. I really enjoy going to GammaCon and the after parties after GammaCon. So
Those are the best
it's
because
fun.
now after Paris is when I'm relaxed and I become myself again, the good
Yeah.
Hugo, because during GammaCon, I'm the evil Hugo. I hate everyone. No, I'm just kidding.
You
I'm
hate
kidding.
everyone. Yeah, and we hate you also.
I'm just really
I mean,
Vice
in
stressed.
versa.
production always happens, right?
Yeah.
Like you're always stressed and everything, but after GammaCon, you're cool. I agree.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
become
he's
good Hugo
way
again.
nicer.
So, what are you cooking for us today, Jesse?
So today I'm gonna cook tacos de cecina, which is
Mm.
I was telling Brie is part of the leg of the cow, but they
Mm.
cut the meat like really really thin. Let me show you guys, like really thin, and they extend like 12 meters of meat, and then
Oh,
you cook it with salt
12
and let it
meters.
dry at the sun. Yes,
Oh, wow.
yes, yes. It's prepared like the jamón serrano, you know?
Mm.
It's the same type of
Yes.
preparation. So it's really cool. A little bit salty for my taste, but it's good.
Well, I like salty
Ooh.
meat.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like
It's
their
from the
machaca.
north, right? Yes. Yeah, it's mostly in the state of Morelos.
Mm.
So it's really cool. I
Yeah, I
really love
remember a few years ago, I lived in Puebla and the tacos de Cecina were really a thing there. They were
yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, because they're close to Morelos, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, I will
it's
travel
cool.
back and forth between Puebla and Tlaxcala, and through all the streets, you will see all these different taco stands where they have cecina.
Nice. Nice name.
Hola,
Yeah.
Paco.
Hi, Paco. How you doing?
Do you know Cecina, Paco?
Of course it does.
You like Cecina?
We didn't. Well, I knew that it was like a really thin, like kind of meat, but I didn't know that it came from the cow's leg. I thought it was,
Yeah.
regular
So,
schmegular steak.
so how are you going to prepare it? What's the recipe? I mean, if any from the people that are seeing us from different places of the world, of course, how do you prepare this meat? I mean, what is the secret ingredient behind it? Besides your magic, your magic hands to prepare it.
It's really, really easy to be honest. It'll just put the meat in fire and the magic happens. It's not a big thing.
Oh, really?
I
So
mean,
there's
if you
no.
have nopalitos and pico de gallo with it, it gives the taste,
And what type of
Yeah.
tortilla are we using today? Is it flour tortilla or corn tortilla?
Blue tortilla and regular tortilla.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Remember, flour
I went to
tortillas
the
is from
local
your
market.
side.
Yeah, I mean, I had a really tough time looking for the blue tortillas, but in the end it worked, so all good.
okay. So besides talking to you and learning about tacos of Cecina, Bree, why don't you tell us what two games we're going to be looking at today? Two Mexican games.
Yeah, we have a new selection of, just like we have a new selection of tacos, we have a new selection of games. We're trying to take you into this tour of tacos so you know that not just, Taco Bell or Chipotle is out there, which are
Well,
terrible.
tacos. Yeah.
We're trying to show
Actual
the
tacos are good. Yeah.
diversity of all of the things that we have in Mexico. So, for this occasion, we had the opportunity to contact Ogre Pixel with Hidden in My Paradise, which is a really cool game where you discovered like it's like a puzzle. You find like pieces, and then you find like fairies, and you can take pictures of it. Honestly, because my life is always so frantic, I loved it.
Oh,
It's
really?
my kind of thing, yeah. And I play it with my girl, so we were like, oh my god, this is so cute, it's so kawaii. And yeah, honestly, I am like a child. Whenever I choose a game, it has to be with building something or killing something. I'm
And
not
Feeling
into
something.
it.
Okay.
so, what is the other game? So, one
And
is
the other
Agua
game,
Pixel Hidden in My Paradise, and the other one, which one is
yeah.
it?
And the other one is La Llorona, Once Your Soul. And this was horror, which is so it's a different genre. It was really cool because there's always like this idea that we have on the south and on the north about La Llorona, but I like the way they showcase La Llorona on this game. It's more
Yeah, I
like
actually
a
like that
survival
game. It's
horror.
more my kind of game, and it was made by Foca Games. Hola Alfredo, Alf, te mando un saludo. And the other here in my paradise was pretty much made by Steve and his team. Hola Steve, espero nos estés viendo. So yeah, this one I really like the most because it's more my type of games. It's a horror game based on one of the most well-known Mexican terror stories or lore. I don't know how you want to call it in English about La
It would be a
Llorona.
legend, right?
It's a
Like the
legend, yeah. It's
legend
one
of
of our horror
La
legends.
Llorona. Yeah.
So the legend of La Llorona is like she lost her children and now she hunts at night looking for her children, and technically it takes your soul away if she finds you because you will believe that either you took their children or you had to do with her losing their children. So it's an interesting urban legend that we have in Mexico.
And there are
So
many, many variants of the legend of La Llorona, right? Like, I remember there's one about her drowning the kids.
oh,
Yeah, yeah. I think it's varied for every town, you know?
Yeah, I think it varies from region to region. Ooh, we lost Brie. It varies from region to region. Everyone just keeps their touch about La Llorona, and I know there's a very similar legend in Michoacan where there's this it was this princess of the Purépechas. The
Mhm.
princess was taken away, but I can't remember the bad guy or something, and she got hidden into a cave that eventually at some time of the day it will get filled with water, so she drowned. So
Okay.
now every time she see a man, it will try to drown the man because she gets upset with all men because it was she was killed, drowned because of a man that took her away. So yeah, so I
Ouch.
think every region of Mexico has its own take on the legend of La Llorona.
That's nice. No, but the game was cool. I played it too. And it was
Mhm.
great. I mean, I get anxious when I play those kind of games. So I was like, oh, okay, this is scary. But it was cool. It was cool, definitely.
I like this
Sorry.
game. I'm actually right now playing. Hey, Bree, welcome back.
Thank
Uh,
you.
next time you should go to a cafe with better internet.
Oh my God. It was my
Not
computer,
not
not the
at your
internet.
summer house with that
Summer
beautiful
house
pool
with a
behind
pool.
you.
Yeah.
I
That because I mean
know.
it has a beautiful pool, but it doesn't have good internet.
Yeah, I promise
Okay.
that I will not use it next time.
I
So
Okay,
will
so
start with the
what
tacos
were you
because
saying?
yeah, I was
I'm
gonna say
gonna,
you need to start
yeah,
preparing tacos, and while you start doing
yeah, I
that,
will.
I will say we go to the first trailer of Hitting My Paradise. So let's watch that trailer.
Yes. Oh, that was so
It's really
sweet.
cute. Yeah.
I
It is cute.
know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So,
I mean, those are the kind of games where once you start getting into it, you can just lose yourself, and then you lose track of time while you just finding objects, and it's like I can't remember the word in English, like lagartijas mentales, like your exercise for the mind, for the memory, just finding things
yeah,
around, and so that's why I think it's
brain gymnastics or something like that. So Steve told us the inspiration for this game was Where's Wally, and I think we have all played Where's Wally before,
Like,
and
well, I
that
think
they
our generation. I don't know about the younger ones, but yeah.
yeah, well they do too because they still give like these exercises in English class where they have to look for Wally. So many kids still relate to Where's Wally,
I think
and
in English it's Find Waldo. Pretty sure.
yeah,
Yeah. Where's Waldo? Yeah.
Where's
Where's
Waldo?
Wally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's so cool that he used that as a reference because it's very easy to understand the mechanics, right? Once you say where's Waldo or donde está Wally, then people know what they need to do. So
Yeah.
it was
Do you ever had one of those books back in the day where you have to actually find Waldo or Wally across all these different historic times, like medieval times, like prehistoric times, and then you have to
yeah,
find Waldo? Yeah, you have those.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Then you're
I
old,
love
just like me.
I am old. Obviously, but it's so cool that it was made exactly to just like Waldo, where you have to look for everything. I love the mechanic with the little lamp, to find things behind the trees and be able to move the trees around. And it was actually developed mainly for PC, which is what I play. I don't have a Switch, but I found it quite pretty and really relaxing because, like I said, you don't have to make strategies or whatever. You just have to, place things where they have to be. Did you have the chance to play it, Jesse?
Yeah, I did. It was actually really fun because I was with my boyfriend and we are like looking for all the tiny pieces they from YouTube. It was
Yeah.
really cool. We're like, where's the lamp? We're like, what I really love is like you can move all the elements, right? So you can take a tree, move the tree, and like really look into it, into the picture to find your things. So it was great. I really loved it. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. It was shocking for me that it only took him like 9 months to develop it because
Yeah,
it
I was
looks
gonna
like,
ask what else can you tell us about Ogre Pixel in the game? So
yeah, it took him like 9 months. It was developed in Unity. And
Mhm.
it is so funny because for this development, they had to learn how to work online. There was my girl. And so the whole point is to make it cooperative. So people, I know I'm live, bye. So sorry. You discover in front of the audience that I don't have a pool. Shame on you. It's the Matrix. It was not. So the
Yeah.
cooperative aspect of the game, so you can build this game with other people. Well, the world, not the game.
oh, it has a build your own scenario mode.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, yeah. And they have to, I think that one of the aspects of game developing is that you keep on bringing ideas for your game, and it turns into 2 years development instead of 1 year development. So one of the things that they have to erase from the design was I'm, I'm not sure if you noticed, but they don't have like dialogues.
Mm.
It's just
Yeah.
like little sounds, like quirky sounds, because they realize that if they started doing this dialogue thing, it will never be the end of Hidden in My Paradise. So they edit that part from the game.
I mean, it's
And
not really needed, right? Like
Mm.
them, it's really sustained without the voices. I don't need
yeah,
them.
yeah. Actually, you don't need it because you're building things. The least that you want to do is to, talk to the character. You would skip it, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, the characters are
You
cute
focus
enough
on
for
the things. Yeah.
the characters are cute enough for you not to need to any voices. I mean, it's just that the representation of them are so cute. I mean,
Yeah. They are. And a funny story that they told us was like, because you have the agency to build the world the way you want, they found like this one map that was built with just goats, and they were making like a ritual.
with goats.
We're not, yeah, like a satanic ritual.
Oh, come on.
What? Okay.
Mom, we're not talking about La Llorona yet, okay? This is a kid game.
It's so funny because how do people, I what I love about agency is that you can express what you're thinking. But what are you thinking if you're building like a goat satanic map inside of a game like Hidden
Well,
in My Paradise?
that's the beauty of a build your own game is a mode of any game. So where you get to express your creativity and your mindset about the things that you do. So every game that has this build your own scenario, it always brings so many weird scenarios or mods to it because it's just people are so creative. So yeah, so a cute
Yeah,
game you just turn it into a satanic game. See?
a satanic game with goats. What the hell?
So the other
How?
It's really
there's
cool for like creative expression in games, right? Like
Yeah.
Exactly.
letting the player become the game designer, the level designer. So that's cool.
That's what I thought. Like it's so cool because it's not so easy to have agency in games. Usually everything is done. And something that I really loved about, for example, Minecraft is that you have the agency to build your own worlds, huh? And you can make your own rules and you can make whatever. And I think that is something that is calling the players to these super famous AAA games like Fortnite. Like, I know that Free Fire is not AAA, but one of the maps that is more popular for them is actually build your own shooter. So
Yeah.
many games are implementing this kind of strategy. And I really love the stories about like goats. And also there's another one that is full with axolotls. So
Yeah, and that is, it also gives the opportunity for many of the schools that have Steam, like not the Steam, the actual the Valve Steam, but the mode Steam for schools and high schools, where through this Steam method of educating young kids, they can use video games, they create side of video games like Roblox, like Minecraft, and put them into their Steam programs to actually teach creativity through games. So that's one of the very unique things of when you a game has the mode to create your own scenarios.
yeah, exactly. And one
So
of the things that what
go ahead.
okay. So one of the things that really caught my attention is that they reached a point where they thought that this game was not going to be possible because it was not as popular as other titles from the same, studio. Because they are one of the studios that are really well known, and they are
Yes.
starting to grow a reputation. And they didn't receive this game the way they did with the other ones, and they consider it up to center point like, what are we doing? Is it going to work? And finally they chose to develop this game, and I'm really happy that they did.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, it's really cool for the mind. Like you see it, you look for things. They also have. I don't know if you noticed, but they have a photo mode where you have to
Yeah.
replicate scenarios with moving the elements around. So that was really cool. That was really cool. I really loved it.
So before we move on to the game of La Llorona, I would like to talk about your game and your story about how you got there. This is a very unique story. So please tell
It
us about your
is.
game.
It's been a while. It's been a while. So in the Dreamerians, we were working as haiku studio before. So we were working like for 5 or 6 years doing advert games, and we decided to build our own IP, right? So we pitched at GammaCon, and we went with our trainer, and we received a lot of feedback to our demos and everything. Think it was 2018, maybe 17, and we received a lot of feedback. And we had the chance to talk with Richie Biso, with Tomo, and they told us like, "Hey, you have to change this and this and this and this and maybe that, and you're golden." And we did that. Like we made those adjustments to the game. We presented again at GammaCon, and then we went to GDC to pitch the game. Also, we went to Game Connection because we participated in a contest called Game Connection Development Awards,
Okay.
and we were nominated to 7 categories. So,
Ooh.
with the nominations, they give you access to the event, so you can make meetings with all the publishers, investors, and outsourcing agencies. And we were like, okay, this is already a prize. Let's book all our meetings. We had like 56 meetings. That
Oh wow.
it was
Wow.
terrible, terrible.
Was it
And,
tiring?
it's super tiring. Like we were like dead. the day after. Like,
You have a very nice
really
story
crazy.
about that GDC with Hugo, and I think that people need to know about the story because we're always like, I think that game developing sometimes can be like really ego driven, like people don't like to cooperate, although right now that's the way to make games, because if you don't cooperate, all of
Yeah.
the cost and many of the things that you need to do go double or triple. And I really love this story because it shows how it doesn't matter the position that you are. If you are willing to help people, amazing things like RadQuest finding a publisher can happen. And I think that you should share that.
It's a great story. Oh, we'll remember, but we were like out of money, like no money, you know? And we were like, okay, we really need to go to GDC and Game Connection to make this happen. And we were like, Hugo, can we stay with you at your hotel? And he was like, yes, come with me. We were like sharing rooms and everything. Like first thing in the morning, I'm like, morning, Hugo. It was really, really helpful because I think that was one of the heaviest points for Rat's Quest, like being able to go and pitch to GDC, even if you don't have the funds to do that, you have to go, right? So thanks to Hugo, we were able to go to GDC, and that's how we find funding for our game.
My pleasure.
Sardine
Love you.
Hotel
Love
it
you.
was.
Yes.
Sardine
Sardine
Hotel.
Hotel, yeah, yeah.
So you were like
It's a story.
sausages, one next to the other one.
So our breakfast
what
is a
is your
bagel, and we're going to divide it by 3. Here's for Jessie, here's for Rob, this is for me.
Basically, we did that.
Yeah, we did that. We did do that.
I think we
Yes.
have all done that. We have horror stories from this circus car in Germany.
Oh,
please,
God.
don't tell that one, please. No.
Wow.
I was
But you
pretty
need
sure
to
I was
see,
gonna get murdered at night.
Well, I'm
And-
still believe that there were slaves on the backyard of that
Well,
circus.
not
What?
slaves, the bodies,
What?
dead bodies hanging from the owner's farm, whatever barn, which and we went to Cologne this year, and Bree picked an Airbnb that it was like a circus wagon inside a very huge house area,
Sketchy.
very kind of like a very secluded away from the actual Cologne main city. And I remember as I was knocking on the fence door, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get murdered tonight. And then we walked to the huge door of the huge house, and then ding dong, like the sound of the door, which is so heavy, and then come this like 2 meters 10 tall white guy with the hair all like Albert Einstein, and they're like, oh, I'm definitely getting murdered tonight.
Oh,
And I
God.
look at the
That sounds like
circus
a
wagon,
crazy
and I'm like,
story.
Bree, you're kidding me. We're not staying in that wagon. It's not even a room.
We
And she's
did.
like, yeah, it's gonna be so cool. We're gonna get murdered tonight. But anyways, we're here. We did it.
We're gonna get murdered. Yay.
Yeah,
We
it was a
did
great
it.
story. So I took it on myself to have many glasses of mezcal and tequila. So if I get murdered, I wouldn't suffer that night. But anyways, it was fun.
I know. But well, let's show our Rat's Quest trailer in case you don't know it.
Sure.
You need to
Yes.
wish list it because it's so pretty. So pretty.
Let's see it.
Matt the Rat, the agile escape artist.
Nat, the house mouse.
I have something to show you.
Look at that.
It is beautiful.
I wonder what's out there. Now's the time to be a scavenger. No crowd to show off to.
Right, squad.
Yes, yes,
Yes, scavenger lead.
Good. There's the energy.
I'm gonna say this once, just once. A Rat's Quest, the way back home.
Oh,
Wow, amazing!
Thank
Looks
you.
incredible.
Thank you, guys. I
This is
mean,
the
it's
first
been
time I
years of
see
effort.
your trailer, and it's just beautiful.
this is the first time?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, not the first time,
I'm
but the
offended
first
now.
time in
I'm
like three
offended
or
now.
4 years that I actually saw the trailer. I've been looking at the trailer. I mean, the early years every now and then, but
Yeah.
I mean, they even showed it at GamaCon many years ago, but I have not seen the trailer in like 4 or 5 years. And oh my God, it's
It has
stunning, beautiful.
changed, definitely.
Oh yeah,
We're
super,
really
super.
excited. We're going to be published by Handy Games in
Yeah.
Germany with THQ Nordic company. So we're pretty excited. We're going to launch for consoles and PC. We don't have
Yeah.
a date yet. So hopefully I'll show the good news to you guys soon. That it's not happening very, very soon. So I'll let you know, guys.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes.
So
Can
tell us
you
about
share?
the game. Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah. One of the things that we want to highlight with this Taco Tuesday, it's also the journey that it took for you to get a publisher, because we know that we have very good titles right now in Mexico. Thank goodness there's like this new wave of game developers that are becoming more proficient at developing, but also at pitching, because we know that pitching is a
Yeah, it's a
nightmare.
thing. It's a thing, right?
Yeah, you get never, it's not an acquired taste. You will never get used to pitching, but it's a must if
Yeah.
you want to, get enough funding,
Get
particularly
funds.
if you're
Yeah.
trying to make such a big game like a Rat Quest, which was one of the advice that Steve gave. Like, if you're going to start developing, start with something really small and really polished. And I think it would be nice if you could give them an insight as if they were tacos. Don't overcook it.
Exactly.
Use
But
fresh ingredients.
I mean, they're this thing. So when they tell you like pitching and elevator pitching, you shouldn't take more than 2 minutes, right? And you have all the attention of a person the first 30 seconds. So, for example, there's a lot of people who make this error. That is, when you're pitching, they start like, okay, and I have this company and this much people work with me and everything. But what they really want to know is what is the game about, and the basics. Like, okay, for example, for a Rat's Quest, you see, it is a 3D action adventure game about the rat with a love story with two characters, and it's going to be released on PC and consoles. That's it.
Okay.
Of course, I can elaborate and talk about the Rat's Quest for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. But the important thing is like, okay, now you know what the game is. Now I can tell that, yeah, we work like 17 people and we're in Mexico City, blah, 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 blah. But
Okay.
the important thing is like, this is the game. It is about this, and this is the category of the game, right? So that would be my advice. Like, when you're gonna pitch, focus on the important things at the very first.
Okay, at the very beginning.
Yeah, at the very beginning.
Okay, and
And
learn English if you want to pitch, right? Internationally.
yeah, exactly.
That is always
Also,
a
I
challenge for
can
all of
show
us.
you.
Yeah, just pitching in English and I was like, oh,
I already have
Ooh.
the tacos. It's really basic, like tortilla, the meat, a little of avocado, but I will also add nopalitos, which
Ooh.
is I already have them prepared, right? I know how to prepare nopalitos. So I was like, let's
So
can
you
you
add
cook
the,
nopalitos for me?
the nopalitos to the taco?
Yes.
I'm gonna start drooling. Ooh,
Yes.
Ooh, now I'm hungry.
me too. I want that beer and the tacos.
And then the taco.
Oh,
And
I
then
have the
we're gonna
beer.
eat the
You have
tacos.
the tacos. You should have
Yeah.
a plane, mom, and then you can just come pick me up and visit Jessie. So
We should do something.
I need a jet for that. So yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Paco says that it's a beautiful
you
turtle in the trailer.
you gotta give a bite so we know it's good. We want to look at your
Yes,
face.
you need to.
Oh shit. I
Like
wasn't
Exactly.
born,
like
yeah.
food
You weren't
porn.
expecting that, right?
Food
But
porn.
also add some pico de gallo too. So it's
Ooh,
pretty and everything, and then a little
Oh my
lemon.
god.
That's
Now,
it.
now I'm really hungry.
me too.
I
I
haven't had
want
lunch,
Cecina.
and it's my 4 something, almost 5 p.m. So yeah,
Oh
My
god.
almost face.
yeah, yeah. So I gotta get some lunch now, I think. And the beer
You
is
should
making me more hungry.
Yeah, and
well,
tacos and beer is always a good
just
choice.
let me show
Ooh,
you guys.
Ooh, no, no, don't do that.
okay. That looks so yummy.
You guys are really hungry right now.
Yeah, we
Oh,
are.
we are.
Jealous. Jealous.
Thanks to you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hungry and jealous, and upset for not being there with you.
We're MB. Ooh,
Mm,
Mm.
mm.
I bet they are delicious.
So, right after you take that bite, tell us about what's been like the hardest challenge for you as a studio manager from
Mm.
ramping up from 3 4 people in your team to you say 15 17 something like that. So
17, yeah.
17. So what is the greatest challenge? Because it's not easy managing and being four friends just hanging out
No.
making games together because you know each other in childhood, then ramping up the game. I mean the team to 17 people that now they're your employees. Of course, it's always a friendship, but
Yeah.
now your employees. What's the toughest challenge for you? What was it to be able to manage those 17 people?
I mean, those things leave stretch marks, right? Like going from 4 people to 17, it was a big challenge because we didn't have the organizational skills to manage that, right? So it was a very difficult learning experience, like getting to, okay, so we will be working with spreadsheets and we will add this software to manage all the tasks and everything. But also the like keeping it personal, like knowing all the team, getting involved with them, that was the craziest part. Like not losing the taste or the taste of being a family, like
Yeah.
that was the hardest part, I think.
But there's
Because
Yeah,
always there's
yeah,
always a
we
very
were
thing. Go ahead.
we were like four like for 6 years, so it was like, okay, now we're not growing like doubling the numbers, but we're like getting really really big really really fast. It was in a matter of a month that we had to grow it that big, so it was challenging, definitely.
So anyone who is ramping up their teams like considerably like you did, what will you be your number one advice to them? How do you manage that thin line between friendship and business?
Yeah.
And because you have to have both. I mean, there's us that we make games in the industry, we all want to be friends with everyone. We're kids playing grown-ups. But then the grown-up part of us gets into our business mentality that sometimes can be upsetting for all of us because we don't want that. We just want to be friends.
Yeah,
So what was
I
your
have
tough?
found, yeah, I would say hire a manager, like really hire a manager, you know um once you have a manager, you have a person to blame everything on. No, but no,
also,
but
Mom, you want to be my
keeping
manager?
it
Then I
professional.
can
no,
blame
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
thank you. No,
Yeah, but
I want to
yeah,
be your friend.
professional, you know? Yeah. But I mean, it's possible, right? Like being friends and do business, right? Like if you have the mentality and the maturity to be able to respect your employees, but also respect your friendships and respect your projects, I don't think there's a big of deal, to be
Okay,
honest.
I
good.
think
But
you're
yeah,
very
hire a
lucky.
manager. Hire a manager.
You were lucky
Or
because not many people can separate that. And that's kind of the emotional and intelligence that sometimes is
Yeah,
so necessary in people, right? We was always complain about this. Why don't people have emotional intelligence? And I think
yeah,
I don't
it's
say
like a
that.
really, you do. It's like
No,
your tagline.
no,
It's
you're
not like
talking about evil Hugo. I'm good Hugo now. So I don't say those things anymore. Evil Hugo is going through GammaCon
you're
and explaining
Anakin,
that.
not Darth
But
yeah.
Vader,
I'm not
huh?
evil Hugo anymore. I'm good Hugo now. I'm back to myself.
No, but it's true. It's something that is really true, and I'm so happy that you found that balance because it's quite hard. And I think that this is one of the main issues because sometimes when you pitch, the first thing they ask you is how do you get along with your peers
With
or
their
with your
team,
business
yeah.
partners? They always ask that because they know that they can take a studio down. It's not the lack
Yeah.
of money, it's not the lack of talent. It could be the lack of balance between the team and knowing that yes, we started this together, but if I'm managing the team and I'm telling you that you're doing shit, baby. It's not personal.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 totally. But I mean, there's also this thing about when you're building a family, you have to be really mindful about people's feelings, right? But
Yeah,
also, everyone in a family, like mom, dad, or mom, mom, or dad, dad, or
whatever.
configuration. Yeah. You people have one job, like take out the trash, cook the meals, etc. So
Yeah,
if everyone is doing their part, there's no problem. Like there cannot be a problem if everyone is doing their job. Also, you can be really, really fine with people and get along well with people. So shouldn't be difficult. But also there's this thin line, between saying we are a family and we work together and we are doing this amazing game, blah blah blah, and saying,
yeah.
hey, um, I'm gonna say this in Spanish because it's gonna make more sense, but this bullshit that says ponte la camiseta, like do things for the company without any
Yeah,
payment, right? So
Yeah,
that's toxic. That's a toxic environment.
yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
So that,
Definitely.
that shouldn't be part of a family dynamic or a company dynamic. Like if you're invested in a company, that's cool. But there are also boundaries that the employer or the employee has to put on so they can work together.
That is good
Yeah,
advice. That is good
it
advice,
is.
and I think everyone can learn from that. And sometimes it's just trial and error. You just do
Yeah.
different different activities to be able to get to that point when you can mix both things and everyone is happy about it. So
Yeah.
before we run out of time, let's go and play the La Llorona trailer and talk about that game. So let's see the
Yeah,
trailer.
let's do it.
No sé qué tienen las flores, llorona, las flores del campo santo. No sé qué tienen las flores, llorona, las flores del campo santo. Que cuando las mueve el viento, llorona, parece que están llorando.
Oh God.
Ooh,
We lost Jessie.
Oh
we lost,
no.
we lost your video.
One
It
second.
was La Llorona because first it
Well, this is
happened.
my kind of game.
It is
I like
definitely.
it. I like it. And I mean, can you believe that this was made in Unreal 5.4, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly, and it was only done in 7 months by two person. So one
Wow.
of the things that Alf tells us about this game in Unreal is all the technology that is available to actually make it happen. And one of the things that I really like about it, and I find it really intriguing, is the metahumans that you can make with Unreal 5.4 and just create the characters along with AI and put them into their game. I mean, I think it's great for a lot of the developers that are on a low budget and can hire many people. But then it touches the boundaries of the AI, using the AI to do things that a human should be doing. But nevertheless, I really like the game. Oh, we're getting Jesse back. Hola, Jesse.
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah.
You were eating tacos, right? And you didn't want to show us how you were eating.
Of
Yeah,
course.
you
No,
had something.
actually, I had to stop eating
Something on your
tacos because
food.
I remember I didn't add salsa, so
Oh my
I can
god.
Oh,
add salsa now
what
Shame
kind of
on
sauce
to
you.
is it?
enjoy my tacos. It's plain salsa verde with
Mm.
tomatoes and
Yeah, a little bit
cilantro.
maybe serranos in there.
Yeah, I think a couple of serranos.
So, what do you think of the trailer, Bree, Jesse?
I am very pro AI because exactly what you said. Like sometimes it's really hard for. I think that most of the budget of many studios goes into the artists. It's not that they don't deserve it, but if you want to do something that you want to iterate fast, I think AI
Yes.
is a great option. I'm not okay with many people losing their jobs because I'm not. But unfortunately, right now, it's getting harder to get funding for games. So
Yes. Yes.
this
I
could
think it's
be
a
a
great
great,
tool, and you
yeah,
should explore it, and you should make the best out of it. And I think the game looks great. I like it. Again, it's more my kind of game than Hidden in My Paradise. I still and I like the adventure games like a Rat's Quest. But yeah, I this is more my type of game. Horror kind of adventure, like kind of stealth. I'm currently right now playing Alien Isolation, so I kind of really like it. So one of the things that Alf tells us is that one of the more proud. Oh, we lose Jesse again. One of the
yeah,
most proud moments were when people jumped when they were showcasing the game. So you actually scream and jump at the scare scenes, like the jump scares. And
yeah,
when a game does that to you, it's really nailing down the experience of a horror game. And well, I mean, La Llorona is a legend that we all love in Mexico. Jesse and I were talking about it where you lost your connection right next to your pool, mom. And there's so many interpretations of La Llorona in Mexico, but I think it's one of the most well-known urban legends of Mexico. Everyone, mostly everyone, at least our generation, we know about La Llorona. I don't know about younger kids, but we all know
they
about.
do. There's a movie.
Yeah. And oh yeah, you're right. It was with Ricardo Arnaiz. He was a good animator friend here in Tijuana.
I don't know,
And,
but that's how they met her.
yeah, and I really like the song, like the interpretation of La Llorona theme song, Zoom done by Grupo Sonali. I really like it. I think it's amazing. And again, I think what I really find very interesting is the use of metahumans. I mean, wow, I mean, the things that we're now able to create in the next following years with AI. I mean, you remember Manu from Unity that was here at GammaCon. I mean, he was showcasing how to use AI, and oh my God,
That's
that was
crazy.
incredible. Yeah,
It was. You can make a video game in no time. I mean, at least a vertical slice, you can make it like quite easy. But also, this is a two members team.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to see how the extent of what they did in, I think it was around 7 months. So it looks very professional, and I think for having such a small team and getting to do, because it's also like it has like this very theatrical kind of
Yes.
style. So
Yeah.
I bet they didn't sleep. Actually, they said that
Oh
one
yeah, yeah.
of the
There's a great
story.
story about it. Yeah, I was reading through Alp's comments, and he said that at one night they will play like after business. I mean, they will develop after business hours and through the whole night, all the way till the morning. And this one night, they actually heard a woman scream on the street. So Alf
Okay.
got so nervous and afraid that he went back to bed and like just pull the blankets and like, oh my god. Because according to the actual story of La Llorona, if you hear the scream far away, that means she's close to you. And if you hear the scream close to you, that means she's far
It's far
away.
away. Yeah.
It's a mind trick. So he's like, oh my god, that scream was her far away. So maybe like Llorona's right here. He went to his bed
Oh
and then
God.
he just keep thinking about it and he's like, oh no, I need to find like I need to find my creative side to what just happened. It means she wants me to keep making the game. So he got out of bed and kept developing. So that's an amazing
That's
story. I
nice.
really like those, and
Yeah.
especially coming from a horror game.
Yeah, I don't like
I
horror
mean,
games.
La Llorona promoting your game would be great too, right?
Maybe
Oh, yeah.
it was
Yeah.
her own
We should
marketing,
go
right?
You either play
stream.
my game or I take your soul. You know, it's like I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted his soul. She wanted
Yeah.
his soul.
No, no, no,
I
no.
can tell.
She wanted to keep developing the game. Otherwise, La Llorona will take his soul. So he
Exactly.
delivered. He made the game in only 7 months, and there he is. And I think I like it. I really like the game.
I really like it because sometimes it's just half of that time is just modeling,
Yeah.
characters
Yeah.
So kudos to
and
Alf. Great game. I mean,
yeah.
there's a
That's
lot of
nice.
learning lessons from what you told us. I mean, just making it. It was a very tough challenge for you, like just sitting up with your partner and say, "We got to make this in 7 months." That is a challenge, man. You got. I don't know if that's the right expression, but man, you got balls to say we're gonna pull this in 7 months and rain or shine, we're going to release the game. And I know you have some bugs in the end, but you fix them all. And I think, I mean, that's a challenge and that's a learning lessons that maybe not 7 months, maybe you should have said 10 months.
Maybe
I
you
got.
could give yourself in there.
I've been developing my game for almost 3 years, and then I wanted to finish it, and I think I need 3 more years, and then you pull it off in 7 months. My God, you're crazy, but I'm glad you made it. You
And
you
I think that's why I
get an
really
achievement award.
like. That's why I love Unity, but I really really think that Unreal is stepping up the game with
Yeah.
game development.
I mean,
I
in
think that
real
what
it's the future.
I think they're for different
yeah.
markets.
Yeah, well, I like it because of the cinematic, quality that you can get. But also, it's hard to have it for every computer. I had to use a gamer laptop, and I
Oh
couldn't
yeah,
run it on my daughter's.
yeah. I mean, you
That's
need
the only downfall of Unreal sometimes. But
yeah, you need more
I think they
dedicated
did it.
hardware to actually
Yeah,
run it well. Like really good.
Agreed.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Agreed.
I
Agreed.
really love what you can do. Well, I think that's kind of the future, right? That you can be very good at maybe programming. Well, also the blueprints helps a lot if you are not a great coder. You can make like basic things. And I think they took the moment because also there's all of the documentation and everything is online. So you can do amazing things like La Llorona. So I hope this works for other people to feel, like they can do it or they can try game developing and maybe someday get a publisher from Germany develop a game
Yay.
with 17 members.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got very, very nice lessons here from the three games. And so the first one is, according to Steve, one of the challenges they didn't feel that it was well received, but then it's a great game. It's very cute, and I think they're doing really well with it. So, so
Yeah.
the lessons to learn is don't be discouraged by maybe the lack of feedback that you were hope for on the first time you showed the game, but they kept going and they made it well.
Yeah.
And with Rat's quest is do collaborations no matter what you do. Just keep moving forward with your dream. It's not about sometimes it's not about doing it alone. Don't hesitate to ask for a favor for a friend. Hey, like they did to me, can we stay at your room? And I said, yeah, we'll split the bagel. Don't worry about it. And and after that, if they didn't ask me for to stay at my place and split the bagel, they wouldn't be able to get that deal that they did with Jessie Cano
Yeah.
de Dreamerians and Honey Game. So no hesitate. And with Alvin La Llorona is even if you only got 6 to 7 months, you can still make a good game if you're determined to deliver on what your own challenges keep to yourself. I mean, it's just perseverance and entrega. Just give yourself into your dreams and what you're looking for, and you can make it. And I think La Llorona is great. So we got really good feedback and lessons from the three games that we saw today.
And also to use the things that you have available. Sometimes
Yeah.
you think that you need all this
Yeah.
super budget. And honestly, I think that one of the things that AI is democratizing is precisely the way to express yourself using the AI. I know there's a lot of things behind that, like people is not being acknowledged on their work and anything, but it can help you to prototype and to make something really presentable so you can actually get the money to do the real job. So it was really nice this Taco Tuesday. We learned so many things.
Thank you, Jesse, for accepting our invitation to the Tacos Tuesday. Thank you,
Really happy to be
Reen,
here.
for being here and talking about the different things. Thank you, Jacobo, who's the mastermind behind the technical stuff behind the screens. He's always here with us, helping us. So thank you, everyone who attended this Taco Tuesday. It's something we do for fun, and hopefully you learn something from our Taco Tuesday, either how to make really good tacos or something about the games we showcase, like their experiences. So this is the whole purpose of this, and it's all about having fun.
Thank you so
Yeah.
And
much.
hopefully
Oh,
next
they
time
Don't
we'll
forget
ask,
to
have a
wish it.
drink free. Okay.
Yeah.
they are asking if both games can be played on a Steam Deck, but they answered that yes, you can play it on Steam Deck. Please wish list them. It's very good for the developers to have your wish list. Follow their networks, their social media. Also follow IGDA Northern Mexico, please. We do it with love and for
Yes.
you to taste tacos from all over Mexico. And hopefully you will join us on the next Taco Tuesday with Ian.
Leia's asking me to be on screen. Hold on, Leia, say hi.
Hi,
¿Te hablan,
Leia.
Leia?
She's so gorgeous. She's like, why didn't you take me to the
Beautiful.
chair, bitch?
Yeah, no, she's like
Yeah.
just pounding on my leg, like, dude, pay attention to me. Why are you talking to the screen? I want to go to the park.
It was so funny when we went to Valle that she was like, complaining all day long, like you left me, and here I am in Valle. I don't want to come. Leave me in the car. I hate you.
You were evil Hugo, and evil Hugo doesn't take me to the park.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Have a good
you.
rest of the week. We'll
Thank
see
you.
you in a
Thanks,
few
Jacobo.
more weeks for our next Taco
Thank you,
Tuesday.
guys.
Stay tuned.